While the entire internet was busy arguing about AI-generated images and celebrity deepfakes, Google did something that should have made headlines everywhere. They released Gemini 2.5 Pro, and it quietly outperformed GPT-4o on nearly every major benchmark that matters. Not by a slim margin, by a comfortable, unmistakable lead, and almost nobody noticed. Let us back up for a second. For over a year, OpenAI held the crown. GPT-4 was the gold standard. GPT-4o made it faster and multimodal. Every startup, every enterprise, every developer defaulted to OpenAI because there was simply no credible alternative at the same level. Google's earlier Gemini models were solid but inconsistent. They would ace one benchmark and stumble on another. The narrative was locked in. OpenAI leads, everyone else follows. That narrative just shattered. Gemini 2.5 Pro now tops the leaderboard on MMLU-Pro, which tests advanced reasoning across dozens of subjects. It outperforms GPT-4o on HumanEval, which is the gold standard for code generation. It beats it on the math benchmark, on agentic task completion, and on long context retrieval, where you feed the model hundreds of pages and ask it to find a needle in a haystack. Gemini 2.5 Pro does not just match OpenAI, it pulls ahead. So why is nobody talking about this? Part of it is brand momentum. OpenAI has spent years building mindshare. ChatGPT is practically a household verb at this point. When people think AI, they think OpenAI. Google does not have that same cultural cachet in the generative AI space, even though they literally invented the transformer architecture that makes all of this possible. The irony is almost painful. But there is another reason this matters beyond benchmarks, and this is where it gets really interesting for you. Google has something OpenAI does not have, and that is distribution on a scale that is almost impossible to compete with. Gemini is being woven into Google Search, into Gmail, into Google Docs, Sheets, Android, Chrome, and Google Cloud. When your AI model is embedded into products that billions of people already use every single day, benchmarks become almost secondary. You do not need to convince users to switch. They are already there. OpenAI knows this, which is why they have been racing to build consumer products, launching the ChatGPT desktop app, integrating with Apple, and pushing their enterprise platform. But they are building distribution from scratch while Google already owns it. Now here is the critical question. Can OpenAI fight back? The answer is GPT-5. Rumors suggest it is coming before the end of 2025, and it is supposed to be a generational leap. Sam Altman has hinted at capabilities that go far beyond what GPT-4o offers, including better reasoning, native tool use, and what some insiders describe as early signs of genuine planning ability. If GPT-5 delivers on even half of those promises, the leaderboard could flip again overnight. But that is a big if. And in the meantime, every month that Gemini sits on top is a month where developers start testing it, enterprises start integrating it, and the switching costs start building up. AI model loyalty is not like smartphone loyalty. Developers go where the performance is. And right now, the performance is pointing toward Google. There is also a wildcard nobody is talking about enough: Anthropic. Claude 3.5 Sonnet has been earning a cult following among developers for its reliability and instruction-following precision. It may not top every benchmark, but in real-world usage, many builders swear it is the most pleasant model to work with. If Anthropic drops Claude 4 while Google and OpenAI are fighting for the crown, the entire landscape gets even more unpredictable. So what does this mean for you right now? If you are locked into one AI provider, this is your wake-up call. The best model today might not be the best model in 3 months. Build your workflows to be model agnostic where you can. Test Gemini 2.5 Pro against whatever you are currently using. You might be surprised. The AI wars are not over. They are just getting interesting. Google is no longer the slow giant playing catch-up. They are in the lead, and for the first time, it is OpenAI that needs to respond. Whether they can do it fast enough is the question that will define the second half of 2025.